Great news. This morning, and we're recording on Wednesday the 7th. This morning, Canty had baby Canty. Shout out to Canty and Mel. Congratulations on the bundle of joy. We're happy. Welcome to In My Defense, where we chop it about sports, culture, life, the way it was meant to be discussed. Bold take, thoughtful analysis, and real talk. Nothing's personal, but in my defense. And if you're watching us on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit a ding so you can always know when we got new episodes. And we appreciate you guys for making us get to 1,000 subscribers. Listen, it's a big mark, and we appreciate the fact that we got there with you and that you guys are tuning into the show. We had a big week in sports. Not only did we have the Ravens getting themselves eliminated, but we also had Myles Garrett getting that sack record. So shout out to Myles Garrett. We're disappointed in that Ravens game, but you know what? There's something a little bit different about this show. I guess you guys don't see my guy Canty. Um, Great news. This morning, and we recording on Wednesday the 7th. This morning, Canty had baby Canty. Shout out to Canty and Mel. Congratulations on the bundle of joy. We're happy for you. We've been anticipating this moment, and we're so glad that you had a healthy delivery. Listen, Canty, as my brother, welcome to fatherhood. The job that you cannot get fired from, and a smile from your kids is like a raise every day. Uh, be prepared. You're going to be asked to fix things you don't know how to fix, but you know how to get it done. You're going to be stronger than you probably ever been, and you're going to be a little bit braver than you ever been. But be as supportive as you can to not only them kids, but to Mel, and support yourself in the journey, man. Being a father ain't easy. You don't get a lot of credit for the things you do, but you do it without the credit and need. I oftentimes say, do you ask a goldfish for an award every time that they swim? No, not at all. So we're not asking for us to be put on a pedestal or for us to be uplifted. We're just asking for us to be consistent as men and as fathers in those kids' lives. So shout out to you and to the listeners. I know that Canty isn't here, so we wanted to get a chance to talk about the Ravens. We wanted to get a chance to talk about that loss. We wanted to talk about Black Monday, but it would not be fun without my guy. So you know what? We're going to keep this show short, tight, real sweet, to the point. And we're going to let y'all know we got 99 problems already, and the take ain't one. You feel me? So my guy Canty is here, has already sent over his picks. I'm excited to hear what you guys think about them in the comments and in all the chats. You always respond. So let's get straight into it. The first game of the wild card weekend, we have the LA Rams visiting the Carolina Panthers. Now, this game is a rematch of Week 13, where the Panthers upset LA, but it was a 31-28 victory. The game seen Bryce Young kind of excel, but also see Matthew Stafford turn the ball over. He had 3 turnovers, and I think that's going to be what the game is all about. The offense of the Rams is their 100% strength. They're leading the NFL not only in points and total yards, but also they're leading the NFL in yards per play. So this game will come down to Matthew Stafford and who shows up. Is it going to be LA Rams potential MVP, Matthew Stafford, or is it going to be Matthew Stafford throwing 3 picks? And we know that those DBs for the Carolina Panthers are ready for it to land in their breadbasket. But you know what? Not only I, but my guy Canty, we both picked the Carolina Panthers in this game. And we think that not only did the Carolina Panthers creep in the playoffs, but you know what? They may mess around and put a little BTA in this playoffs as well. We also got the Green Bay Packers versus the Chicago Bears this weekend. We got it on Prime Video at 8 p.m. Saturday game. There's 2 Saturday games. You're going to get a lot of football this weekend. This is going to be a game of offense versus defense versus offense. If we talk about the Green Bay Packers needs Jordan Love to be elite, be effective and have a clean pocket. And then with the return of Josh Jacobs being healthy, I think you're going to see some good running and gunning offense, and we hope that he make those timely passes. Because I tell you something, that Bears defense is one of those defense that loves the takeaways. Not only leading the NFL, but also having an intel leader on your team, being able to make those moves, forcing turnovers, and making him feel a lot of pressure. And then for the Bears, we see Caleb. He's coming into his own, and we're excited to see that. Not only do they have a lot of momentum of shutting down some naysayers, but they have an elite interior offensive line controlling the game and being able to run the ball between not only my guy Swift, but Mangungai. Mengungai. Yeah, I'm hoping I'm saying his name right because my guy Canty ain't here to make me say it right correctly. But they're going to be able to run the ball, going to be able to throw. Hopefully all their weapons show up, be it my guy DJ Moore. Hopefully he shows up. And then you have those two tight ends on both sides being able to do some great work for you. So we look forward to that game. I have the Bears. And so does my guy Canty. Canty picks the Bears, and he tells you to take the minus 1.5 on points. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. We got the Bills versus the Jaguars. Now, this is the game that I think can determine the legacy of Josh Allen. If Josh Allen doesn't show up in this game, now you officially have none of the kings in the playoffs. You have no Lamar. You have no Mahomes. You have no Burrow. So that means you have no excuse. But you know what you do have? You have another quarterback on that other end showing that himself can be one of those people to compete not only at the highest level, but be considered as what you can say as a winning quarterback in the NFL. Trevor Lawrence has had a strong season. He has not only a strong season statistically, but a strong season in leadership in his team. And then I do see him with them grills on in Duval. But let's not count out those Bills just yet. I think Josh Allen takes advantage of the opportunity to get to the Super Bowl with nobody that has the NFL playoff experience ahead of him. I'm taking the Bills, and you know what? So is Canty. Canty's taking the Bills for the win in this game. We got another big matchup Sunday. We got the 49ers versus the Eagles. 49ers versus the Eagles, I think this is going to be 100% of a game of the will of attrition because we know the 49ers are beyond banged up. However, the Eagles are going to take advantage of it because they're banged up on the defensive side. So if that run game could show up and that defense does what they're supposed to do, I think the Eagles take advantage of this game, not only because on the defensive end, but also on the offensive side, we got Trent Williams a little bit banged up and hurt. So you know what that means? That means Jalen Carter going to eat. That means Jordan Davis is going to push. That means Jalen Phillips is going to do his job. And then also young boy Hunt, he's going to come in the game and do what he needs to do and ball out. So I think the odds-on favorites of this game is the Eagles, not only for the world in Vegas, but also for myself and Canty. We're taking the Eagles in this matchup, and we're hoping and hoping and hoping that the Super Bowl champs show up, and so do that offense. That Sunday night game, we got the Chargers versus the Patriots. It's wild card weekend. It's going to get a little wild. Let's see if the Chargers can upset those New England Patriots. We're happy that the Patriots are back. We're happy that they're in rare form. They may have the MVP, Drizzy Drake, Drake Day, Drake May. He may be the MVP. This is going to be a game of good quarterback matchups, not only having Drake, but also having Justin Herbert on the other side. They've both balled out this year, but this is going to be a sacks watch game. Both quarterbacks have been sacked frequently. 54 times for Justin Herbert, and then also we have 47 times for Drake May. Now, this is going to come down to who can keep their quarterback upright and who offenses decide to show up. When Drake May is clean and has a clean pocket, we see that he has Diggs out there and he balls out and does what he needs to do. He can also throw to his tight end, Hunter Henry, and ball out the way he needs to. And he also has two-headed monster at running back with Stevenson, and then also you got my boy Henderson. So you're going to be able to see those both running backs attacks, do what they need to do, ball out the way they need to ball out. My guy, Canty, he has the LA Chargers for the win. He thinks the LA Chargers, although injuries are kind of depleting their roster, Herbert maybe having a little hand issues on that non-throwing hand being fractured, he still thinks the Chargers are going to show up. So Canty has the Chargers, but I'm not going to lie to you. I'm taking the New England Patriots. We're split on this one. The last game of this wild card weekend, will be the Houston Texans versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, Steelers, you need thanks to football gods. That holy water you was dripping on that field, that is the thing that got you in the playoffs. I think you're going to be out of here, and so does my guy Canty. We both think the Texans are going to win. They have the number 2 scoring defense. William Anderson as well as Daniil Hunter, they calculate for a total of 27 sacks, and I think they're going to meet at Aaron Rodgers. Mike Tomlin, nope. I know it's Founders Day weekend, but yo to the Noops. But I think you're going to be home in Cancun real soon. But we both take the Texans in this matchup. Canty take the Texans, and so do I. Now, we always like to end the show the same way we started, with wins and losses. I'm going to be a little bit different and end the show with losses and then end it with a lot of wins. My loss this week is 100% the Baltimore Ravens and their kicker. I don't want to put it all on my guy. You're a rookie kicker. But that game was a legacy game. That game talked about jobs. That game was a difference between a coach having a job today and a coach not having a job tomorrow. A quarterback being where he was drafted versus a quarterback being shipped off. There was a lot on the back of that kicker, Tyler Loop. And we don't want to put too much on him. But listen, you guys. We're sorry to see Lamar not be in the playoffs. I think they would have made some noise. From my understanding, they're the first team in 15 plus years that was favored to win the Super Bowl that didn't make the playoffs. So my loss of the week is the Ravens. Enjoy summer. Get an elite quarterback, whisperer, and a head coach. Someone that can maximize the MVP and my favorite player, Lamar Jackson, in the best way, not only in legs, but also in throwing. And let's see if we can get one next year. But my loss for the week is the Baltimore Ravens. Now, wins for the week is very simple and very easy. My win for this week is my guy, Canty. Congrats on being a father. Congrats, Mel. 100%. You guys enjoy the process. It comes with a blink. It goes like this. Enjoy the process. And with that being said, you guys can find me at QE_Beeman1 on all social media platforms. And as I said, please, 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 please subscribe, like on social media on IG, follow us on IG at In My Defense Pod, subscribe to us on YouTube at In My Defense Pod. But it's all about family, so I want to bring my little baby in to close the show with me. Come here, Bam, Bam, Bam. Let them know your name.
My name is Brooklyn.
That's baby Brooke. We named her Brooklyn after where we're from. Let them know where they can find you at.
You can find me at Brooklyn 103.
Her YouTube page is Hello Brooklyn 103. We're keeping it in the family. And listen, you got to grow and you got to build. And there's nothing better than building with your community and building for your community. So remember, there's never nothing personal, but
In my defense.
Appreciate you guys.
That was good.
Yeah, that was good.